really was done with wrestling at the time. I'd fallen my knee out, and it's kind of hard to promote whenever you can't walk. And so after that happened, one of my Kyle, who's a member of the Air Club, he came in and said that we should try wrestling one more time. And I was like, yeah, right, I'm over it. You know, it's like one of those things, if you're in the business, it's like one of the hardest things in the world to really stay out of, for whatever reason. And everybody has their own for being in the wrestling. And, you know, so I told him no, but then I went home and I had this dream about it one night. It wasn't the same day, it was like a couple days later or something. And we were successful at what we were doing. I was like, oh no, it's back. And then so I told him, I was like, all right, man. I was like, well, if we're going to do it, we got to be able to travel. And at the time, we had no way to travel. Whenever IWR started, we had no money at all, not $1. Like my mom bought the ring. And so those first few shows, the first people to ever take a chance on us were the Boys and Girls Club of Durant. So, you know, I'll always be thankful for that, because that's the first time that we got out of Ardmore. And it's a learning process even to today, you know. And we had to rent U-Hauls for like the first 6 months. That was a pretty costly expense. But then we got our own trailer, and we've been lucky enough to have a lot of doors open for us by some very special people that have helped me along the way. And you know, that leads us to where we're at now. And we're very excited to come to Kansas. And I mean, I've wrestled in Kansas personally, but IWR has not been there. And so, you know, I think it's just a natural part of our expansion as we continue to grow, and, you know, we're excited about it. I can't wait.
Now, I know with pro wrestling and some of the different things going on in Kansas, Lance, you've been doing a phenomenal job with MWE and doing some of the promotion and different things. What are some pitfalls that Jerry can avoid with bringing IWR and everything to Kansas?
Oh, just getting the word out there. And you know, Jerry, you're doing a phenomenal job. You know, I hear great things about IWR. I've heard great things in Wichita. I've got a lot of feedback that, you know, a lot of our fans at least, and we're spreading the word. We love, you know, having other wrestling organizations come. You know, so, you know, I'd be out there at the show and show you guys some support and get as many fans as we can to here in the middle.
I think it's funny that you say that, Lance, because that's how wrestling should be, and so often it's not. You know, sometimes like, you know, we went into Dallas. I guess it was earlier in the year, and when we went into Dallas, they were to like stage a pit line, like, you know, the union was going to stand against us, and it was like, guys, do it. We're not coming here to invade. We're not coming here to like stay here. We're doing a spot show and going on our way. You know, and we don't take away. You know, I don't think that I ran on a day that anybody else is running a show, and if I did, I apologize for that, but I don't think I did. No. And that's because, you know, I'm somebody that wants to do that, you know. And like Lance said, man, you should support in general, because whenever wrestling, it's good for all of us.
You know, Jerry, my thing is, as long as wrestling's done the right way, and it's done by the, you know, people that know how to do it the right way, people that were brought into the business the right way. As long as it's done that way, then, you know, I have no argument against it. My only argument against, you know, is whenever these, you know, guys start up their own business, you know, and they train themselves, and all of a sudden, boom, they've got a wrestling show. And you know, it happens. It happens all over. It happens all over the place. But you know, we're going to support you. MWE is going to support you, and we hope you have a great turnout there at the Cotillion. And I hope I get a chance to meet you out there and say hello and welcome you to Wichita.
Well, you know, I'd like to personally invite you, Lance, and you know, on as my guest. So feel free to do that. And who is that runs it with you? Is that your wife? Does she help you or something? Or
yeah, it's my girlfriend Brooke. Yes, she helps me run MWE, and you know, she's done a